Imagine a civilization thousands of years in the future where humans have mastered interstellar travel and encountered countless alien species across the galaxy. In this vast cosmic tapestry, one ancient Earth philosophy has proven more valuable than any advanced technology: Stoic generosity. Today we journey back to ancient Rome to unlock the secrets of proper giving that even future galactic civilizations would admire. This isn't just about charity. This is about the art of giving that transforms both giver and receiver, creating ripple effects across time and space. Chapter 2: The Stoic Foundation. Picture Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, riding in his tent on the Germanic frontier. While his legions prepare for battle, he contemplates a profound truth. What we do now echoes in eternity. The Stoics discovered something that modern neuroscience confirms. Generosity literally rewires our brains, activating the same neural pathways as receiving rewards. But here's where it gets fascinating. Unlike our alien friends who might give from pure logic, Stoics understood that true generosity must spring from virtue, not emotion. Think of it as emotional quantum mechanics. When we give properly, we create entanglement between our well-being and others, without losing our inner stability. Chapter 3: The Three Pillars of Stoic Giving. Imagine if Seneca had access to our modern understanding of behavioral psychology. He would smile knowingly because Stoics already mastered the three fundamental principles. First pillar: give without attachment to outcomes. Like launching a message into space, you send your generosity into the universe without demanding a response. Second pillar: give according to your capacity, not your emotions. A Stoic calculates generosity like a space engineer calculates fuel consumption. Precisely, sustainably, effectively. Third pillar: give to strengthen virtue, not to gain status. This isn't about building monuments to yourself, it's about building character that lasts longer than any star in the galaxy. These pillars create what scientists call sustainable altruism. Unlike emotional giving that burns out like a dying star, Stoic generosity becomes a renewable energy source. Chapter 4: The Science of Proper Giving. Here's where ancient wisdom meets cutting-edge science in the most unexpected way. Modern research reveals that people who give strategically, like the Stoics taught, show increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the same brain region astronauts use for complex problem-solving in zero gravity. But there's a dark side to generosity that the Stoics understood millennia before psychologists discovered helper's syndrome. When we give to feel good about ourselves, we create a dangerous feedback loop. Like a spaceship caught in a gravitational pull, we spiral into giving more and more, seeking that emotional high. Stoic generosity breaks this cycle. By giving from reason rather than emotion, we maintain what aerospace engineers call stable orbit. We can continue giving indefinitely without burning out. Think of Epictetus, a former slave who gave wisdom freely to anyone who would listen. His generosity came from abundance of character, not scarcity of self-worth. Chapter 5: The Paradox of Detached Compassion. Now we enter the most mind-bending aspect of Stoic generosity. It sounds like a contradiction, but it's actually pure genius. How do you care deeply while remaining detached? Imagine a skilled surgeon. They care profoundly about saving lives, yet they maintain emotional distance during operations. This is exactly what Stoics mastered 2,000 years ago. Marcus Aurelius faced plagues, wars, and betrayals, yet he continued giving to his people without becoming bitter or exhausted. He understood something profound. Attachment to outcomes poisons generosity. Modern psychology calls this compassionate detachment, and it's the secret weapon of everyone from emergency room doctors to humanitarian workers. When we give without needing specific results, we tap into what quantum physicists might call the observer effect of generosity. Our non-attached observation actually improves outcomes. It's like being a benevolent alien scientist, studying and helping humanity without getting emotionally entangled in every individual drama. Chapter 6: Practical Applications. Let's bring this cosmic wisdom down to earth with some practical examples that would make even our future spacefaring descendants proud. Scenario 1. A friend constantly asks for money. The non-Stoic either gives until resentment builds or refuses and feels guilty. The Stoic approach? Give what you can afford to lose completely without expecting change in your friend's behavior. Think of it as a research investment in understanding human nature. Scenario 2. You see a homeless person. The emotional giver might give sporadically based on mood. The Stoic calculates, what sustainable amount can I give regularly to maximize long-term impact? This isn't coldness. It's strategic compassion that actually helps more people over time. Scenario 3. Your time is requested for volunteer work. Instead of saying yes from guilt or no from selfishness, ask, does this align with my values and capabilities? Can I contribute meaningfully without depleting my ability to help elsewhere? Like a spacecraft managing limited fuel, you allocate your resources for maximum mission success. Chapter 7: The Ripple Effect Across Time. Here's where Stoic generosity reveals its true power, creating effects that ripple across centuries like gravitational waves through space-time. When Marcus Aurelius built hospitals and schools, he wasn't just helping his contemporaries. He was programming the cultural DNA of Western civilization. Modern network theory explains why Stoic generosity is so powerful. Unlike emotional giving, which creates dependency, virtue-based giving creates what scientists call emergent systems. Think of it like seeding planets with life. You don't control how that life evolves, but you provide the conditions for growth. Seneca taught his students to think generously, not just act generously. Those students influenced others who influenced others, creating an exponential cascade of wisdom that reaches us today. In our hypothetical galactic future, historians might trace the roots of interstellar cooperation back to a Roman slave who taught that true freedom comes from virtue. Your generous action today might save a life in ways you'll never know. That life might invent the technology that saves thousands more. Chapter 8: Common Mistakes and How to Avoid Them. Even well-intentioned generosity can backfire spectacularly. Let's examine the most common navigation errors that sink generous hearts. Mistake number 1: giving beyond your means to appear virtuous. This is like a spaceship burning all its fuel for one impressive maneuver, then drifting helplessly in space. The Stoic solution? Set giving boundaries based on reason, not emotion. Your generosity should be sustainable for decades, not just this month. Mistake number 2: giving to control outcomes. If I help them, they'll change. This creates toxic resentment when reality doesn't match expectations. Remember, you control your actions, not their results. Give because giving aligns with your values, not because it guarantees specific outcomes. Mistake number 3: giving from guilt instead of virtue. Guilt-based generosity is like building a house on quicksand. It looks good initially, but collapses under pressure. True Stoic generosity comes from strength and abundance, not weakness and scarcity. You're sharing your wealth of character, not compensating for your perceived flaws. Chapter 9: Building Your Generosity Practice. Now let's construct your personal generosity protocol designed to last longer than any technological civilization. Start with the Seneca calculation. Each month, determine what percentage of your time, money, and energy you can sustainably give without depleting your core resources. Think like a responsible colony ship. You need enough supplies for your own survival before you can help other vessels. Next, establish your Marcus Aurelius principles. Write down 3 core values that guide your giving: justice, wisdom, courage, temperance. Let these be your navigation stars. When faced with giving opportunities, ask, Does this align with my principles and sustainable capacity? Finally, practice the Epictetus detachment. After each generous act, consciously release attachment to outcomes. Thank the universe for the opportunity to practice virtue regardless of results. This isn't indifference, it's the ultimate expression of love, giving freedom along with your gift. As our journey through Stoic generosity concludes, imagine looking back at Earth from a distant star. From that cosmic perspective, you'd see that every act of proper giving creates light that travels across both space and time, illuminating paths for countless others. The ancient Stoics discovered something that transcends any technology: the art of giving that enriches both giver and receiver without depleting either. In a universe where entropy constantly increases, Stoic generosity creates pockets of order, beauty, and meaning that outlast empires. Whether you're helping a neighbor or contributing to humanity's expansion across the stars, remember Marcus Aurelius' wisdom: what we do now echoes in eternity. Your generous actions today are planting seeds in the garden of tomorrow's civilization. Give wisely, give sustainably, and give from the unshakable foundation of virtue. The galaxy is waiting to see what kind of legacy you'll create.